Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2 and the Vault of Braccus Rex, I think. Is that the guy's name? That is the guy's name. Good. I did get it right. Anyway, let's head in here and we'll see. Well, we've got a bit of a problem. There's a wall in the way. Now that's the exit to the vault. In here we've got some loot we want to actually get. So why don't we go a little bit further and see what happens.
Well, don't you look like hell? Swallowed something that doesn't agree with you? Tell me, was it a demon's nice, big...
Turn away from this pig before he can finish his sentence. Yes, so we've got a journal update. We encountered a strange man named Trompdoy within the cavern who mocks and threatens us, and he's going to be our main adversary throughout this whole thing. As it turns out, he's sort of been set up in here to block the path of anyone who wants to get through the vault. And he just plays tricks on you. He's also not really here. You can see him flickering just then. Well, if you wanted to go and loot some stuff...
Ha! Here today. Gone tomorrow.
An illusion.
Life's a dream.
This fellow must be quite proud of himself.
Hey you. Let me see what you've got under there. Go on. Show me your...
Let him finish.
Pecker.
Okay. So, ignore his childish comments and tell him you know there's a treasure buried here. Demand he tell you where it is.
Oh. Why are you still speaking? How awkward. See, the thing is, just stop. No one cares what you have to say.
You've got one more chance.
Still opening that mouth of yours, are you? Careful with that. I quite like the look of it. How awkward. See, the thing is, just stop. No one cares what you have to say. Until next time.
So you can actually attack him there, but he's not really here, so there's not much point. We should head out a little bit further, and as you'll see...
Ha! Clever.
There are illusions. Now, if you look at the map, you can see that you can see these regions on the map anyway, where you can actually go to. So look at the map more than you look at what is in front of you on the screen. So there's two paths here. Again, we can keep looting, or trying to loot anyway. And again, some bones. Okay, and we can head this way as well, around the back. And there's a couple more boxes. Okay, so that looked like a dagger. I want to say it's a dagger. Is it a dagger? Yeah, and it's not a great one either, so, well, we can always sell it. And nothing in there that's worthwhile. Let's just grab the last bit. I guess we can go up here if we want to. Now there's an ambush coming up around about here. Let's get everyone up here first of all. And there will be 3 versions of Trompdoy just appearing. And we need to take care of them, so let's head in a little bit further.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I clear that you're not welcome here? You can't teach a fool anything.
Okay, so we have one Trompdoy here, another one there, and I think there's a third one, but he's probably invisible at the moment. That's fine, because we've got our trusty wizard first of all. We can just add in our usual sets of things of damage, which is our fossil strike. Burning block by magical armor, but that's going to get killed soon enough, so let's just buff up. On we go. Okay, I didn't really want to burn him with that. I just wanted fire surface. Thank you. There we go. But we'll carry on creating more fire surfaces. We're doing quite a large amount of damage with our summons now. There's the third one. I did miss him. Yep, he's armor frosting people. And we've got basically more magical armor. I'm not sure if that actually goes above the cap, but that's okay. Let's just concentrate on this guy for the moment.
I'm ready.
End our turn. And keep on doing more damage. As you'll see, just the sheer amount of damage that we're doing now makes this quite easy to get rid of one of them. So that means I can't heal up and carry on. Frost grenade. Okay, so if we really wanted to summon something else, we could use the ice surface, and that would be fine if we wanted to. The others do not have any kind of, well, any kind of weakness just yet. They both have full armor, so why don't I just send our cat over there? And I'm going to shields up, I think, just to get some magical armor. And then we're going to change places. Oh, I out of range. Oh, that's unfortunate. Never mind. We'll just add some cat scratches, I guess. Alright, and am I crippled? Yeah, chilled. Okay, so let me just move that way a little bit. Can I hit just about, I think? Yeah, you're immune to poison. Okay, so they are undead. So we can't poison them, but we certainly can burn them. So I guess that's what we'll have to do. If I can actually just get the edge of him right there. Wow, did that burn him? Did that heal him as well? What does this do? Oh, it's poison damage. Ugh. Yeah, so do watch out for your weapons being the wrong type of damage. I guess, well, that's cursed, so you don't want to use one of the Braccus Rex stuff. Do we have anything else? I don't think I do, so I'm not going to have to use the staff. Alright, so I'm going to carry on with this fight. There's nothing new pretty much here, so I'll skip forward and we'll see you once we're nearly through. And here we are, we're nearly finished. We've may have set Red Prince on light, but that's not too much of an issue. He's fine with it. Yep, no problem. Maybe not. Forgot about that being poison damage again. I'm going to end the turn. And we'll just hit him while he's out of the way. Fireball should do it. Not without hitting our friends. So let's just say ranged attack. And there it goes. We've got 1200 XP and we gain a level, I think. Did we? No. Okay, so nearly a level. All the way up here, down the bottom right of the screen. So, yeah, we're out of combat now. And we can just rest up. There we go. Let's just see what they've got for loot, shall we? Or we won't because there's no corpses. Because they weren't really here. Of course not. There is, however, an ornate chest. But is it a trap? Yep, of course it's a trap.
Poor idiot.
Yes. So he's going to continue doing that through your dungeon, which is kind of annoying. Now there's two ways through. This obvious way here. And no doubt there'll be more traps along there. Let's go the non-obvious route. There's a hidden little grove through here, or a little tunnel. And we can head around.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
I see a trap
Yes, there are
nearby.
traps. But they're not doing too much damage to us, to be honest, and we can wait them out. And they seem smart enough not to actually walk into them. And we can rest up again, of course. So, is this one a trap? No. So we've got a Mage's Garment. And if we just compare with our main one, obviously that's a lot more magical armor, a lot less physical armor. So maybe that's useful. A medium intelligence potion and some gold. Again, these are somewhat randomized, so, you know, take whatever you can get. Let's just rotate and keep on going this way. There'll be more traps, of course. But again, it doesn't really bother us all that much. We just like to enjoy watching the lizard have some fun with electricity. Rest up and let's head in. Now here he is again. In fact, no, he isn't. Sorry, that's a little bit later on. First of all, we've got this room. It's a riddle room. There is a chest down there, and probably, yeah, another one down the bottom. And I guess we can go down it. Not sure. I don't think I did that in my previous playthrough, so this is a private playthrough. I just wanted to see if there's any loot in here. Yeah, some gold. More than happy to take any hidden treasure, however. What have we got? Decaying touch scroll. Okay, so physical damage sets decay, and it'll take piercing damage from healing spells and potions. Okay. But remember that they are undead in here, so instead of using poison, you can actually send a heal their way, if you have it, in your character, and you'll do damage to them. In our case, however, we do actually want to go into this room, because this is sort of a riddle room. You'll see shortly. Mysterious room. Okay, and you'll notice that around, there's not really all that much to do in here. There's lots of things you can apparently go through. But again, if you go through here, you'll find more traps. Let's go left. That's actually not too bad. Not too bad at all, in fact. So I'm going to take that. That one is a trap. This door goes nowhere. Again, it's a trick room almost. And of course we've got poison and even more illusions. So you can interact with the stuff in this room. You can take some paintings. They may be able to be sold later, I suppose. But again, the same thing here. Can't get through this door because it's locked. So what do? We speak to the statue.
You come to find. You come to search. But you won't find the way. A pity.
How can you be so certain?
Braccus has willed it. Trompdoy must abide. You have met the unfortunate guardian of this vault.
Yeah, we've had the displeasure.
Judge him with a forgiving heart. Fate has been unkind to him. Do you wish to move forward?
Yes, I do.
Listen closely and make your attempt. Braccus is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is...
Okay, so this is a word puzzle. And it's a word association with the alphabet. So Braccus, B-R-A, B is bloody, R is rotten, A is thieving, etc. So all you have to do is do the same with cur. So B-R-R-C, C is the first one, so the fourth word along is very. So it can be 1 or 3. U happens to be the 6th letter along. Yeah, so bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful. So very awful, rotten.
Either you're very good at guessing or the slightest bit clever. Let's find out for certain. Listen closely and make your attempt. Source is a scourge, a devil, a misery, a blight, a hex, a curse. And yet, the cure is...
Okay, so we want the 5th word. So scourge, devil, misery, blight, hex. So it's a hex, a misery, a blight, and a curse.
Perhaps you're not totally incapable after all. Or maybe Trompdoy told you the answers, is that it? Is he hoping you'll... It doesn't matter in any case. The path is opened. Go freely. I know little, but you have proven yourself a knowing traveller. I will answer what I can.
What do you mean when you said Trompdoy was kept here by Braccus Rex?
Braccus Rex has charged him, tried him, convicted and punished him. I know not the crime, but he has been sentenced to remain in this vault for all time and to prevent others from entering. Trompdoy was, and is, a creative man. He knew petty magic in his day. But this he has used to carve this place out from a simple vault, myself included.
But what did you mean by the cure to source?
Braccus Rex discovered the way. This he researched here, upon this isle. He could remove the source from any creature or individual. I saw the staffs he used myself. They were most impressive.
And we get 3,000 XP for that. So we're nearly at the level. We do want to get that next level, of course, to get more stats. So that door is now open. This is another trick door. We can head through. And here comes another fight. So you're going to be prepared. This is quite a large one, okay? So it looks like there's all disconnected platforms, but they are all connected. So there's a set of stairs there. a walkway here. If you head this way, there's no walkway there, I don't think. Back here, and then it comes around this way. Alright, so let's head across and see where we get to. Let's make sure we've rested up fully, just to get the rested bonus. Strength, finesse, and intelligence. And let's head forward a little bit. Nope, and we got a fight. So it's Tromjoy again. A wizard is typically first, so I guess we've got to choose what we can do. So let's just see if we can go this way. Can I fire this way? Looks like I may have some problems, but let's give it a try. Alright, so we got rid of all his magical armor, which is good. And he goes invisible. So he's going to head around this way, and he's going to come back towards this area. So having, you know, the tank nearby to this Tromjoy, they're all called the same thing. And they all should be called Tromjoy, not Trompdoy. It's really hard to actually do this. Okay, so let's get rid of the guy up here first, I think. Our tank should be able to deal with this guy easily enough. Yeah, we're taking more fire damage, please. He's down to 95, and we can hit him as well while we're there. 71, 47. An archer at the back. There's 4 of them. Okay, so do we do the same thing, or do we just set up the archer? Lots of things we can do. They're undead, so we don't really want to use poison flasks or any kind of poison surfaces. I can't really throw a healing flask, I don't think. You probably can, but I don't know how. Let's just actually deploy some more totems on this side. I'd prefer some kind of surface, so what I'm probably going to do is craft some firestorm grenades when I get out of this place. If I've got the ingredients for them. I think I need rope. Anyway, we're going to just do some more damage. Yep, he's going to die. And we've leveled. Which also means we all get healed, but since we're at full health anyway, that didn't really help us much. But not too much of a problem. I can shields up, I can also fortify. Fortify would get me physical armor, which is all that I need. Yeah. I can't knock them down yet because they still have physical armor. But I can do physical damage, I guess. I don't think the other guy's close enough yet, and I don't want to use it up too soon. So, well, yes, I will build my own characters, but I've created a fire surface, more importantly. And I think I'll shield up.
Glory is mine.
Yes, it is. And I don't need the cat just yet, but if I need to jump past this surface, I'll be able to. That's the rogue ability. Very odd that you've jumped behind someone and then thrown a grenade. Just saying, that's a little bit odd. We don't really have anything else that isn't poison, so I've got to be really quite careful what I actually do with my wizard. So there's not really much I can do. I could heal, I guess, but I'm not really taking that much damage. So let's end the turn, and that means the other person is around. Yeah, there he is. He's not moved. He's come back to where he came from. Alright, so we can come back down here. This is a path, so it's not, see? Quite easy to get to. And let's get right next to this guy in case he tries to move. Tank can take that really rather well. We don't have to do much. We can go and get this guy with one of our summons, or at least we could if he didn't run out. Yep, there's the attack of opportunity. And now our tank can't move, unfortunately. But we get a fire surface. And is that my incarnate? I think it is. And let's rebuff. The other incarnate is down, so I'm just going to add shields up. Tank is back, but again, he is pretty much out of business. He can't really move all that far. So let's fortify and get some physical armor back, just to stop our health disappearing. And this guy has no magical, but again, I'm a physical attacker, so not too much of an issue. Let's just hit him with a shield. Take off more of his physical damage, physical armor even. Ha! You missed! Okay, that seemed to be a bit far away to use that particular ability, but okay. The AI can be a little bit odd sometimes. And of course, we're now through the magical armor. He uses his turn to get rid of our totems. Good, but not great. I can just put more down. Or I can also teleport this guy, but I don't think we need to. He's absolutely fine where he is as far as I'm concerned. Because wherever he moves, he's going to get hit with attack opportunities because he's near us all. Okay. Back we go again. Dawn shot, by the way, because everyone stood in water. Alright, and now you still have some physical armor, so I still can't knock it down. I've got Chicken Claw in reserve, so I could do that. He is very close, but because he's so low in essentially hit points, it's not really worthwhile, I don't think. And let's just do some damage this way. Down to 13. I can't really hit him with anything that I have. I suppose I could restore. That would be interesting. Let's see if you can restore. Might be worthwhile trying that at some point. Okay, and I'm going to skip forward in the fight because at this point, I think you can pretty much see. There's another one down. There's only 2 left. It's a foregone conclusion. And the fight's over. Taking care of the one with the staff is the key. All the rest will drop when you do that. Otherwise, it gets extended because more of them keep on getting summoned. So in my case, I got a couple more summons, but this guy did come around eventually, and I got him teleported in. So let's go and see what, in fact, let me go and see what he's got with the best character with Lucky Charm. So we got an unidentified 2-handed axe, the Band of Braccus. Not sure how that's pronounced. And that may be part of the Braccus set. So if that is a... yeah, if that's a cursed set, I think you need the entire set for it to work. And a 1-handed axe, which is actually better than my current axe for the Red Prince, so
as you pick up the ring, you feel a cold, dark pain shoot up your arm. Your mind itches. You don't hear, but feel a whisper in your ear. It tells you to slip the ring onto your finger.
Almost like the One Ring. Yes. Well, let's not get cursed, shall we? We'll do some leveling up between the episodes. I don't know, at the start of next episode. Let's just get through the rest of the vault, which isn't too far now. We can head this way, and I'm just going to make sure I'm fully rested. We can head up here and in. Now, you may be thinking traps at this point, because, I mean, look at it. But in this case, it's the end room. So you are going to meet Trompe d'Oeil again, but not in the way that you might think. So
That's plenty.
yes, that's plenty. So we can see Trompe d'Oeil's soul jar at the end of the vault.
The jar before you glows with a blue light. Its appearance flickers and changes. It is at once a brightly coloured motley and also a deep grey. You hear roaring laughter and shouts, then the hush of silence. You think you can hear quiet, choking sobs from within. With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a beautiful palace court. It's filled with cheers, but you can almost taste the fear in the room. You see a jester prance in the court. He casts illusions, playing to his master's cruelty by picking on the weakest in the room. He lives for the laughter and applause. The scene spins, a new face, a new fool to make his master laugh. Don't worry, he's told, you'll always have your place. The door closes, and you see the illusionist in the dark of this dungeon. He's alone, surrounded by gold and deathly silence.
Aww.
Your hand falls from the jar, your skin prickling and cold after the vision. To die down here would be terrible. To live down here for eternity, you shudder at the thought.
Yeah, let's free him. He's been down here too long. And we get 4,000 experience. So the Vault of Braccus Rex, where is it? It's complete. Yes, it is. It's complete. Archived. He should be at peace now. Great. There are these other soul jars, however, and our companions want to talk to us, so why don't we?
The visions fade to black, but the memories remain.
Whatever he did in the past, he suffered for it. His sins should be forgiven.
I must say, entertaining despots isn't anywhere near as bad as what most people in that court did.
There should be no sins for someone who panders to power. We don't know what other sins he committed, after all.
He should be allowed to rest. Whatever his sins, he's been punished more than enough.
Alright, so we have these other soul jars, and for the moment I'm going to put them in my backpack. I'm not exactly sure what to do with them, so I'm going to put them in the backpack.
The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime, its paint chipped away, and its jewels long stolen. The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim, you can just barely make out the name Gratiana.
So let's see what kind of person Gratiana was.
As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendor. Silks, fine food, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood. The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. She throws her head back and laughter echoes in your skull. A shadow falls across her, and you see a large, weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort, but Braccus drags her back. You see her fall into the mire of the swamp, trapped. As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep, longing sadness in your soul. Is it regret, or just sadness for a life that used to be?
Yeah, so let's put that in our backpack. And we'll do the same thing with these others. I'll do that off camera though. And let's just loot up with the rest of the items. Pile of gold, 153, that's good. A small frost rune, you can apply those to different items, give extra bonuses, just like enchantments. Ooh, unidentified ring, a stone wand, also poison. I don't really want poison stuff. Okay, and 200 gold. A purging wand, which is another one of the things used to remove people's
Look at that
soul.
wand. It hums with inner source.
And now the Red Prince is out of room. Okay, so let's just move some stuff onto another character temporarily. Is that enough? 12. Let's just identify that actually. I want to see what it is. It is magic armor. Poison resistance, warfare, and pyrokinetic. Yeah, I think that's going to be for the Red Prince somehow. And yeah, we don't want that. I'm not going to wear this. Let's identify the two-handed axe. That's a lot of damage, but for this stage of the game, but it's two-handed, and I kind of like the shield just for the sheer amount of armor we get from it. This, however, this I like. More physical damage, some magic damage, yeah, and some wits. So let's equip that, I think. Alright, what else did we get in here? The gold pile? Okay, and I'm going to go through these other three. How much gold have we got now? That's quite a lot. 2,700, 3,000. Yeah, 3,000. It's pretty good. We can be able to buy some essential items if we want it. And this mage's garment. Is this actually any good for us? Not really. How about... wasn't there another one we got? That requires strength 11. Unfortunate, but I'm sure we can trade it or reuse it. Fine, I'm going to get these jars, and then I'll meet you back just for the final part of this vault, and the most important part. You ready? Okay, so the 3 of those looted now. Before you leave here, don't just leave without holding Alt, because there's a couple of things you need. One, yeah, Supernova. Okay, so you explode, creating fire surfaces and deal 63 to 69 fire damage a large area around you, so it's a point-blank area of effect. So if you're in the midst of people, well, I guess you need to get out though, however. And I'm not sure about what will happen to the rest of our group if we use that, but we'll pick it up. And Heart of the Tyrant. That's the most important thing in here, I think. Yeah. Artifacts of the Tyrant. So it's another piece of the armor. Where did it go? Let's just look at equipment. And it's around here somewhere. Yeah, Heart of the Tyrant. So what I don't know is if this is also cursed, so I'm going to leave it until that is true, but this has 1 warfare, which will be good for the Red Prince, as you can see. Fire resistance, more magic, more physical, and it's got an empty slot that we could apply with something else. Alright. Let's carry on now, and we're going to want to switch to our main character. And here is that door that we got at the very start of the vault, at the start of this video. But back here, there's a gargoyle, and it has no head and no hands.
The deity's head and hands are missing, severed as if by a sword. You can't tell if this was meant to be symbolic somehow, or a mere act of vandalism.
There's something strange about the statue. Look it over with great care.
As you take in its chiseled details, you have a vision. The statue comes to life and embraces you awkwardly with its broken arms. Unable to resist, you're flown away into an endless dark.
That shrine seems to have brought me here.
So the voices we've been hearing
What is this place?
have been from here. Let's go and explore, shall we? Reminds me very much of the hall you get to in the first game, the Divinity Original Sin, where you meet the Weaver and that really annoying goblin that I can't remember the name of. And we speak to Rallick. Rallick, who is a god. However, depends on your character here. Depends what class you've chosen. Not class, but depends what race you've chosen. The other gods back there, I think. So, in our case, it's the god of humans.
The helmeted figure before you slowly turns to face you. He raises his weapon, a great ethereal sword, and rushes forward, ready to strike you.
Now, he's looking for us to fight him. He's looking for us to stand up, to be, you know, an ambassador for all of humankind. So you don't want to actually stop or negotiate. You want to fight him. Raise your own weapon. Whoever this figure is, they're going to regret challenging you.
The figure plants a foot before you and swings his sword in one powerful, direct strike. You counter the blow and send the figure back a few paces. He springs forward again, faster this time, ready to strike a second blow.
Raise your weapon, prepare to sidestep his attack and strike back.
The figure charges you head on, ready to plunge the sword into your chest. As he charges, he suddenly evaporates into the ether, passing through your body. Deep, dark cold blooms in every particle of your body. The figure materializes behind you and grabs your head with one hand, pressing his sword to your throat with the other. If you so much as breathe too suddenly, it will slice your jugular with ease.
You are my champion? How I wasted my efforts saving you as the ship went down.
If you want to speak to me, you've got to let me go.
Why should I do as you say? You were so easy to best.
Swing your head back, slice your neck along his blade, and slam the back of your head against his face. He's got a helmet on, though. But let's do it anyway.
He staggers back, holding his nose. The wound on your neck quickly knits together. He smiles.
You may do well after all.
Time for mysteries is over. What are you even talking about?
Recognize me. You are my champion, and I am your god.
He lifts his visor. 2 deep green eyes fix you in their stare. In an instant, you know you are speaking to Rallick. god of all humans.
Why have you brought me here?
You have brought yourself. This gives me hope. I see a spark in you. The beginnings of a fire that may blaze our path back to preeminence in Rivellon. This is why I have chosen you to lead humankind back toward divinity. This is why you are my selected. My Godwoken.
Now remember, back in the Sanctuary they were talking about Godwoken, sort of the opposite of Voidwoken. So, turns out, we're Godwoken. What does that mean?
Let me show you.
A great surge of power arrests your heart, your mind. When it passes, you feel ecstatic, replete.
Rub your hands together. Feel the power that swells between your palms.
You may have noticed I've tried to help you on your journey. I blessed the water beneath your feet so that it would aid you. Now you have the power for yourself. And this is only the beginning. More and greater powers await you, if only you will seek them. Only one like you can wield them. One marked for greatness. One who can either rise to this great task, or let his people fall to ruin.
So what do you want me to do?
Your purpose will be great, but the first step is simple. Escape the grasp of those who would do you harm. You and you alone must safely leave this place. You and you alone must rise above the reach of minor people.
Okay?
Good. But you must be wary and take heed. I am not the only of the seven seeking a champion, my child. Your friends may have been similarly summoned by powers that threaten the very existence of our race.
He casts his gaze over the war below, where God fights God in a relentless, bloodless battle.
Times have changed. The gods are at war. The victor will choose the terms of peace. If we fail, if you fail, our race may well be lost. A father knows when he may trust in his children, and when he must intervene. I know that you will succeed, if you choose it. Do not disappoint me.
And we get a new ability. Bless. Right here. We need source points to use it, but it blesses characters or surfaces. And let's speak to Sabile.
Sabile is pensively tracing a new name on her arm, gilded letters in an ancient alphabet.
What do the letters say?
Sabile. My own name. A little gift from Tirsen Dilius. Leave it to a god to be overly dramatic.
Why would you write your own name on your own skin?
Must be a celestial party game. Or maybe he wanted to teach me a lesson. If the latter, he has much to learn.
Okay, so Sabile has also been chosen by a different god. That's setting something up, I assume. So, that's pretty much it for this video and for this vault. We've got a level up, and let's just quickly take a look at these. I think I'm going to take some intelligence and some memory, just to be able to have some more abilities on the wizard. As you can see in some of the combat, once I've used these first few, I sort of need more skills to occupy my action points. I'm going to continue down the line of pyrokinetic, and I will, well, I'll leave that choice alone. For the Red Prince, I'm going to take again some more constitution and some more strength. For this, I chose one polymorph. We've got some warfare. I'm going to continue increasing warfare. And then we will, for this, choose bartering. We're going to make him our merchant, at least until we get another rogue. And for Sabile, well, it's got to be constitution now. We want them to be quite tanky at the same time as summoning. So, of course, we go for summoning with... actually... Yeah, no, we do go for summoning. We want to get that up to 10 as quickly as possible, so don't change and choose anything else. That's when we get the next class of summons. And for this, I'm going to increase her sneaking. Losa, finally, much the same thing as Sabile. Some more constitution. Some more summoning. Each time you increase that summoning, you get more and more damage with your summons, of course. And then, well, again, another merchant, maybe, or maybe Lore Master. Let's go Lore Master. Okay. Seems good, at least for now. And then we can get out of here by hitting this lever. And we are done, pretty much, with the Vault of Braccus Rex. So now I'm going to head back for the next episode, back to the Sanctuary. And then we'll go and have a look, I think, to go and try and find this... Was it Gareth that we need to find? The guy who the lady in the Sanctuary was really pining after. We have to go and get him. Hope you've enjoyed this video. You're going to get some good upgrades in here. Another level, which is more important. Well, just as important. We're now level 6 with all of our characters. So our abilities are also going to get powered up, of course. And I hope to see you next episode. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.